Hello, this is Roberto and this is the HVAC my channel. Today we're going to be talking about selection of diffusers or air devices, alright? So let's get into it. Okay, so what happens is anytime that you have a space, I'm going to put this in yellow, you're going to need two main aspects of air. Let's see, I'm just drawing a spacing here. See, there we go. Drawing a space. There we go. So this space could be an office, conference room, it could be a lobby, anything depending on the occupancy category, okay? And this is mainly for commercial. So you have two ways to comply with air conditioning the place. Number one, they can be decoupled. By decoupled, I mean the following. So for example, if I'm going to put in yellow my diffuser, so this space, let's put in here, what is this space category? This is going to be a conference room. There you go. So if this is a conference room, and then let's make practical examples. So I was doing a project where the conference room is, let's see, area. So for the conference room, you're going to need, number one, ventilation. So conference room, I'm going to put conference room. You're going to need ventilation. See, ventilation, which is outside air, ventilation. And then you're going to need conditioning, which is, I'm going to make it hotter or cooler, conditioning. All right. So the way I'm putting this separately is because this system that I'm doing is decoupled. For example, for ventilation, I'm going to use a DOAS, direct outside air system. But for conditioning, I'm going to use, for example, VRF, which is going to take care only of heating and cooling. So I'm going to put in here heating and cooling. There we go. Heating and cooling. But he's not doing anything for outside air. The one that is taking care of outside air is the ventilation. I'm going to put in here OA. All right. And to make examples, I'm going to make a calculation in here. So in this case, you're going to need diffusers that are ventilation only and then the diffusers that are heating and cooling. So for that, what I'm going to do is there is a variety of air devices. For example, you can have round, you can have square. There are different square four-way. This is the most common, a square four-way. There we go, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So what we're going to do is this square diffuser four-way. Now, since we're doing this square diffuser four-way, also you need to know, so how are you going to size this? Number one, you need the CFM. Okay, for the CFM, technically you need the CFM on both. See, ventilation, remember this is a decoupled system, so ventilation and conditioning are separate. So this is CFM, so you need the CFM, outside air CFM, and you need the heating and cooling conditioning CFM separately. Okay, so since we're getting deeper and deeper in this knowledge, how are you going to get the heating and conditioning cooling? You're going to get this by heat load calculation. So you can do this in Trace 3D, see Trace 3D or Carrier Hub, Trace 3D, or there are other different softwares. And then ventilation, you can just do this by, depending on the location. In this case, very common to use IMC 2015 or whichever is applicable to the jurisdiction. All right. So for this example, we're going to take the ventilation outside air, and then we're going to make a quick example, and then we're going to select the size. Also, once we're going to be sizing the diffuser, we need to know the noise criteria. That's how we size actually this. So we need, I'm going to put in here a neat NC level, noise criteria, NC level. And this usually comes from the owner. They have their own requirements, or depending on the application of this conference room. But usually if you don't have any information, you can have an NC 30, or even if you want to be better, NC 25, noise criteria 25. This is going to be our factor for sizing my diffuser. Okay. But now, what's my CFM? That's very, very important. So let's do the calculation based on the CFM. How much CFM does this conference room need? Okay, so in the beginning, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna erase this a little bit. Erase this, delete. Okay, There you go. And then I'm gonna make in here a room, like just, oh no, I'm gonna make a room, and then I'm just gonna make a table in here. So a conference room that has, we're gonna put 9 people here. So we're gonna put chairs. No, let's not put chairs. We're gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 in here, 9 chairs. Okay, now that we have 9 chairs, how much ventilation do we need in this case? So what we're gonna do is do the calculation right here on the side. So if you saw my videos, and I'm gonna put the link in the description below, or maybe a card, this is the formula to calculate ventilation. So ventilation is gonna be like, the formula is outside air is equal to RP PZ plus RA AZ, everything divided by effectiveness, easy, right? That's the formula. All right, so this comes from IMC or ASHRAE too. I'm gonna put in here, I'm gonna be consistent with the colors, so I'm gonna put ASHRAE. So this is standard ASHRAE 62.1 2013, 16, whichever is applicable. Okay, so now we need the data. So in this case, what we're going to put is the data for RP. So RP, what is RP? RP is actually the people rate. So the people rate. And how do we get these rates? Based on occupancy classification, occupancy category. So for the occupancy category, we're talking about a conference room. Conference room. Okay, so that's my occupancy category. So for my conference room, so if you're going to see the tables of ASHRAE 62.1 or IMC 2015, we're going to have the people rate for a conference room is going to be 5. So technically 5 CFM per person, right? So let's put in here the units, CFM per person. All right, so the other one is going to be PZ, that's going to be people, and let's put in here people. And then for people, how many people do we have in here? We said it's 9 people, okay? 9P. Okay, the other one is going to be RA. So RA is going to be, what is the RA? Area rate. So area rate. So how much is my area rate? It's going to be 0.06 CFM per square foot. All right, and the last one is going to be my AZ. AZ is simply the area. Okay, so I'm going to put in here area or area zone. This is going to be area, and the area is going to be 170 for my 170 square feet. Okay, square feet. All right, so as you may notice in here, so R pretty much is related to rate. So rate of P, rate of people. R, rate of A, rate of area. That's how I remember. PZ, P is people, Z maybe zone, and then A, area, Z, zone. So now we have the formula in here, and EZ is effectiveness. Depending on, this could be 1.0. See, I'm going to put in here EZ. We're going to take as a more conservative approach, 0.08. But this depends on how the diffusers are in the ceiling or floor diffusers. These are usually in the ceiling, so we're going to put 0.08. All right, so if we do these calculations, we're going to put in here AOA is going to be like 5 times PZ, 9, plus RA, 0.06 times AZ, which is 170, and this is divided by, all of this is going to be divided by 0.08. Okay, how much does that give me? I'm going to check on my calculator just very quick. I'm going to put like 5 times 9 plus 0.06 times 170 equals divided by 0.08, 69. Gives me 69. Okay, so if it gives me 69 CFM, usually we have to round this up, so that's going to be 70 CFM. All right, finally I have my outside air CFM in here, All right, this is the outside air CFM. And of course, you're not going to be doing this calculation for every space, because in a building you have so many spaces. So you're going to be using an Excel sheet, but you're going to be using this formula in the Excel sheet, and then you're going to get these data very quickly. 70 CFM. Okay, however you want to slice it, for that space, for you to comply code, you need 70 CFM. So technically my diffuser, I'm gonna inject in this space. There you go. I'm gonna put a diffuser right there, and then hopefully it's not very close to here, because I want this is gonna be a 4-way. Okay, so this diffuser is gonna be 70 CFM. There you go, 70 CFM. And now based on, so that's for ventilation. Remember, it's a decouple system. For conditioning, I'm gonna need possibly, depending on the envelope, depending on the internal loads. So for example, I'm gonna give an example. I'm gonna give in here 180, 180. I'm gonna put 180 in here. So I'm gonna need 2 diffusers in here, 1 and 2 diffusers. So it's gonna be, this is gonna be 185 CFM. How about that? 185 CFM, and this is going to be 185 CFM. How did we get this value? This value came from Trace 3D, or from any heat load calculation software. So you need to do a heat load calculation, because remember, this is for heating and cooling, whereas this is only for ventilation. And again, this is a decoupled system. All right. Okay, so let's go back now to my selection. For selection, I'm gonna put in here, I don't want to make this with so many colors, but let's do yellow. So for the selection in here, you have a lot of options. So in HVAC, there are like different manufacturers here and there. So one of them is Titus. You can get Titus. You can get Price. There's Price for selection. You can get Price. You can get Greenheck selection. And then you can get Anomostat. And then you can get way more. There's a lot. Okay, and also it's very important, if you are in the United States, usually get a representative, because they will always guide you whatever question you have, and also they get a commission, right, when they choose their product, right? Because this is called the basis of design. Basis of design is what the engineer is proposing for their schedule. So you have the ability to choose whichever Titus, Price, Greenheck, and Anomostat, and then once you present your set, the owner, the architect, they will decide which manufacturer they will go for. For example, if you do Titus, maybe the contractor plus the owner decided, no, we're just gonna do Greenheck. All right, so they have to match your basis of design type of thing. So that's the process. Okay, so in this case, we're gonna go for Titus, just for since this is one of the first videos that we're making. So for Titus, there you go. For Titus is our basis of design. There you go, Titus. We're gonna call it basis of design, okay, and then how do you select your 70 CFM based on Titus? So for Titus, you have to go to the website, and then, okay, I'm gonna put in here website, and then download the catalog. I'm gonna put the catalog. All right, and then also they have their own selection software. It's better if you get the selection software, and this is gonna be quicker. This is quick selection and more details, more quick selection. All right, okay, so for example, once you go to the website, let's go there right now. So this is the HVAC easy math. I don't want to make it complicated, so that's why it's not the HVAC complicated math. So we're doing this little by little. Okay, so let's go to the website. So now that we need 70 CFM of ventilation for that space. So now we selected, okay, our basis of design is Titus. What you do is you go to the website. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, I'm gonna grab what is international well-known, Google. So there's Google right here, and I'm gonna put in here Titus catalog diffuser, just Titus, I guess. Titus, yeah, catalog diffuser. Let's see in here, catalog diffuser. Redefine your comfort zone. See, whatever I put Titus catalog diffuser, I put redefine your comfort diffusers, and there is so much information in here. So this is the Titus web page. So in the Titus web page, what you can put is you can always check in here so you can always make your filters. See, these are linear diffusers, these are like square diffusers, these are all called air devices, right? So let's go all the way down. So the most common one, let's start with the most common one. This is the TMS, okay? So it's the steel high performance 3-cone diffuser, right? So this is the most common. So let's go there. Once we go to the TMS, see, it tells you about the properties, the qualities, the everything. Okay, so in here it says the TMS is a square ceiling diffuser that delivers supply air in a true 360 pattern. Okay, so we have 4 ways, 1, 2, 3, 4 ways. All right, okay, and you can find more information in here. A lot of, see, you can see even the applications in here, how it looks. There you go, it looks like that. Okay, and then what I'm interested in, so even you can get the Revit family. See, the Revit family, submittals, there's a lot of info here. Okay, so what I'm interested in is in the catalog. That's what we said. In the catalog, you're gonna go here, TMS, see, TMS description. But more than the catalog, I need the performance for selection. So performance, I'm gonna go to the performance data. And if you are in Dubai, or if you are in Australia, Nigeria, India, if you're doing metric, you can have the metric too. So this is the metric, and this is the inch pound. Okay, so I'm gonna click there, and as you can see, it downloaded the performance data. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is select. So I already downloaded this in my email. Okay, let's go check in here. I downloaded that in my PDF. See, PDF, Bluebeam. So usually architects use a lot of Bluebeam, by the way. All right, so this is TMS, a square ceiling round neck high performance diffuser. We go to the 24 by 24. And why is it 24 by 24? Because usually the ceiling tiles are 24 by 24. Okay, so for 24 by 24, we need how much CFM? We said 70, and I have in here 79. See, the 79, 98, that's very easy to select. See, noise criteria not even there. See, our maximum noise criteria would be at 25. So if it was here, see, that would be kind of the limit. But in here, you're totally fine. See, you don't even, it's not permissible this. It's very low CFM. So in this case, I would choose the 6 diameter 79. See, this one. That would be my selection. So technically, I would have my ceiling diffuser with 24 by 24, and my neck would be 6 diameter. If you want to fill out your schedule, you can fill it out from here. There you go. All right, so that's the performance data, and we're gonna go in more detail in other videos. Now, that's one of the options. The second option to do that is by downloading the software. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna see that. So for that, let's go back to the website. So in the website, we're gonna have this. The software is called Teams. So Teams, there you go. Enter. So in here, model times there. Okay, there you go. Other software teams support. Let's go check in their software teams. There you go. So this is the software. So Titus TMS software. So this is the selection tool and it's for free. So you can download Teams and then you can install it in your computer. It's very safe, easy to install, but it's very practical. All right. So now what I did is I downloaded already this software and I'm going to put it in the description below actually. See? And the way to do that is, since I downloaded, I'm going to show you that. Okay. So I grabbed it here very quickly. So once you open the software, you have this Titus TMS selection tool 9.5.60. It's free software. So what you're going to do, you have options. You can open a new project, open existing project, quick selection, close program. What I usually do is quick selection. So when you do quick selection, so it's going to open options. Okay, you have in here like the terminal units, fan coil units. You have displacement ventilation, GRD, grill return diffusers. So we're going to put this GRD, click on there, and then in there it says, so see, this is the air device diffuser. So it says you have options: add new device, copy line item, guidelines, and everything. Let's add new device. So once you add new device, it's going to give you a selection. Which model do you want? So there's so many, as you can see in here. There's a lot of options in here. So what you want is, you can also search by name. You want TMS, see? TMS, okay, do you want 12 by 12 inch? Not really. 24 by 24, that's the one we want. Round neck, right? So click in there, okay, and then you click OK, see, OK. And there you go, it's going to generate your selection. So this is the performance where you can input your data. So the model is TMS 24 by 24, pattern horizontal, not vertical, neck size 6, apparently 6, border type. You have the options for border type. So snap in, lay in, full face, spline, material steel or steel. This is strictly steel, not aluminum. Okay, so now what we need in here is, let's put the airflow. We wanted an airflow of 70, and remember, this is for outside airflow to comply with ventilation. What's my maximum NC level? Noise criteria, always maximum is going to be 30, but conservative 25, okay? And then terminal velocity 50. There you go. See, you just need to put that, and then you have in here already the criteria. All right, let's do performance. See, click on performance. Okay, so it's selected. So you can have all this information and you can add it to your schedule. So you have the acoustic band, sound power level, minimal. So the neck velocity is 357. So airflow 70, throw is 7. Noise criteria, it's very silent. Total pressure 0.01. Okay, airflow percentage 100%. In the future, I will make more videos about this software. Okay, so you can print even the summary. You have that option, and then you can download this as a cut sheet or something to provide to the customer or something. See, this is the summary. It says TMS 24 by 24 horizontal, and this is my selection, 70 CFM, sound power levels, see, ADPI information. So we have all this. This is a good document. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit the like button and subscribe always. Okay, leave any comment, and thank you for watching HVAC is my channel. Just before I forget, in the next video we will be talking more about diffuser selection, okay, because this is a very important topic. All right, see you in the next video.